Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carrie. I've been going to Mount Zions now for going on 5 years, and I've never told anyone my story, so here's my testimony. Growing up, I always considered myself an atheist, but looking back, if I was being completely honest, I would have to say that I believed in God, but I hated him. This is hard for me to admit and even talk about. I should start closer to the beginning, while skipping over a lot of the details. My parents split when I was 3. My mom wanted to be kid-free, so he went and stayed with our dad, and he had custody of me and my sister. He eventually got remarried when I was about 5 years old. The lady started out nice, but not even a year into the marriage, it all changed. I'm not going to go into the details, but for the next 6 to 7 years were hell for me. One of my biggest problems was the fact that I wasn't allowed to speak unless I was spoken to first. If I did, then I would be punished for this. This is why I have problems connecting with people. I don't know how to really communicate. I don't know what to say or how to start a conversation, or when I do, I just kind of feel awkward, or like my opinion doesn't really matter. This is why I really don't try to have conversations with people. We eventually moved out of my dad and stepmom's and into my mom's house, but the damage was already done. My mom moved us from Ohio to Indy when I was 13. I ended up pregnant at 16, and then again right after when I was 18. So I have 2 kids at the age of 18, and the father of those 2 kids didn't want to be a father. He didn't want to get a job and help support us or anything like that, so I ended up leaving him. Right after that, I met my ex-husband. At first, he was amazing. He gave me everything that I had never had before. He spoiled me, he took me places, he took care of my kids like they were his own. But that ended up being short-lived. It wasn't too long before his true colors came out. By this time, I didn't really talk to anyone anymore. I gave up the family I had and any friends that I had at the time, which weren't many. For the next 8 years, I was physically, emotionally, and verbally abused. During this time, I had 3 more children. During the 8 years we were together, we joined his church that he used to go to for about 6 months. Those 6 months, everything changed and it was good. But we had to stop going because I wasn't good enough for God from what he said. So my hatred for him grew even more. I couldn't understand why I was never good enough. I became pregnant with my youngest child and found out during this time that she was going to be born with spina bifida. This is where the spinal cord doesn't close all the way during development. Typically wherever the spot is at that is open, the child is paralyzed from that spot down. Julie's was located at the bottom of the spine, right above her butt. The doctors, my family, and my ex-husband thought that it would be best if I got an abortion. I don't believe in abortion, so I refused. My grandma found out about it, and she had her church pray for Julie every day, every week, until I had her. The exact day that I stopped hating God was October 30th of 2008. Julie has health issues, but as most of you know, she can walk and do everything that she wasn't able to do. There are not too many cases where this happens, and I know that's because of my grandma. If my grandma wouldn't have prayed for her like she did, I don't think she would have had a chance. So I still struggle when it comes to my beliefs and my faith, but I don't hate them anymore. I understand that things have to happen to some people, and my past helped me to be the person that I am today. I might not be the best, but I'm working on it. I believe that maybe one day my faith will be stronger and I will get stronger. It just takes me longer to get there. But that's my story. Thanks.